just started the slate.
When you start, can you hit stinger 3?
Four, three?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to go, Maria? Meteorologist Rodney Harris. There we go. Now you can hear me. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris. The number one question that will be asked today is who will see snow in North Georgia? So I want to start with that map first because if you are in Metro Atlanta, you will not see snow. However, that is still possible for those of you in the higher elevations of the Northeast Georgia mountains. So Metro Atlanta southward, it's just showers throughout the day today, but the mountains for Fannin County, North Gilmer County, Union County, Towns County, Rabun County, you may see some snow showers later on this evening. So that's something we'll certainly keep you up to date on. If that were to happen, the snow showers would be tonight. For much of the day, we're just looking at showers. So I do want to point out that we are in a first alert right now because of what we're seeing on first alert radar. Those showers have been with us all morning long, especially along and east of I-85. So if you are northwest of Atlanta, you were mostly dry this morning, but from Atlanta to Athens to Griffin to LaGrange to Edenton, you're definitely seeing some light rain, and that's going to continue for you for at least the next hour or two. So that's really why we have the first alert, is because of that rain that's impacting our friends east and south of I-85. Here's a closer look at first alert radar for you this morning. Griffin, you're seeing that rain. If you were in Stockbridge, you're seeing the rain. Covington, for those of you in Conyers, Edenton, you're not seeing the rain yet, but it's headed your way. And if you're over at UGA in Athens, you're seeing the rain. So again, this is something that's impacted us for the morning commute, and it's something that will continue for at least the next couple of hours. But this won't last all day. So I do want to walk you through the high resolution forecast model because this rain will eventually move out. So from now until lunchtime, I'm forecasting most of the rain that's out there right now to move out of Metro Atlanta. So if you're headed to lunch, you should be fine. 1 o'clock, it should be mostly dry. And the first part of the afternoon, you'll be good to go. But then another round of showers is going to move in tonight. And those are the showers that might include snow showers. So I'm going to fast forward our forecast model to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see it's mostly dry in Metro Atlanta, but as we get closer to 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll have some spotty showers out there as you're driving home from work. That includes those of you in the mountains and in Metro Atlanta. This is also important. The rain that we're seeing right now is a bit more steady, but the activity that we're going to see later on this evening, it's not going to be as steady. So the showers this evening for your commute are going to be more spotty in nature, so it's not going to be as big a deal this evening as what we saw this morning, but there will be spotty showers out there as you're driving home from work, and that's going to continue through the first part of your dinner, as you can see there around 8 o'clock. So by 8 o'clock, that's where you see that blue that's starting to pop up in the higher elevations of the mountains. Our models have been consistently showing this, so we are still forecasting those snow showers. Again, for the mountains of Northeast Georgia, this would be 8 o'clock or later, and as you can see, the rain pretty much lets up in Metro Atlanta. So by 8 or 9 o'clock in Metro Atlanta, we'll start to dry out. But if you are in the mountains, I can't rule out off and on snow showers going into early Thursday morning, so that's something that we'll be watching for you in real time. I don't think that we're going to see any major travel impacts here at all. This is just something that's going to impact you in the highest elevations of the mountains, again, late tonight going into early Thursday. As you can see By the time you wake up on Thursday morning, 7 o'clock, there will be no precipitation whatsoever. It will be completely dry. However, there may be a dusting of snow in the higher elevations of the mountains when you get up on Thursday morning. That is possible, so that's something that we will be watching for you. At this point, we don't have any alerts or anything like that, but we'll be watching the mountains for you very carefully. Again, the highest elevations of the mountains later on tonight. So that's a look at the rain for today. Again, the first alert continues this morning through at least lunch before we dry out for the first part of the afternoon, and then more showers moving into metro Atlanta this evening, snow showers for the higher elevations of the mountains. At 52 today, Thursday's first alert is strictly because of the cold temperatures. So we're starting at 25 degrees Thursday morning and only up to 37 degrees Thursday afternoon. Our winds are going to gust to like 30 miles per hour throughout the day. So I want to show you this map. This is important. This is going to impact everybody tomorrow. This is the wind chill. When you factor in the cold air plus the wind, it's going to feel like 13 on your skin at 7 o'clock Thursday morning in Atlanta, 6 up there in Rabun County. So that's uncomfortably cold when you get to work on Thursday morning. And then by lunchtime, it's not much better. It feels like 20 in Atlanta, and it only feels like 12 up there in Rabun County. And then as you're picking up the kiddos from school on Thursday afternoon, it feels like 23 in Atlanta. That's as good as we're going to get tomorrow. And it'll feel like 12 in Clayton. So we do have some precipitation out there, but this is definitely going to be the bigger story. Those wind chills are going to be very uncomfortable Thursday, so bundle up, and if you can, try to avoid being outdoors for too long. Definitely not the day for after-school activities for the kiddos because of that cold. And we're going to actually have a series of cold fronts that are going to impact us here through the weekend going into next week. So it's going to stay cold, basically. After we get past Thursday, the low will drop to 23 on Friday morning and only up to 53 Friday afternoon. We are watching another wave of precipitation. It looks like it'll move into North Georgia very early on Saturday morning while we are asleep. We don't know what that looks like. It could be rain if you're in the mountains, maybe a few more flurries, but at this point, we do believe that there will be at least some form of precipitation very early Saturday while you're asleep. We need our high-resolution forecast models to pick that up a little bit more, so we'll be able to give you more detail about Saturday morning as we get closer to the weekend. Sunday looks dry, and again, it just stays cold. So you get into church Sunday morning, 28, and then only up to 40 on Sunday afternoon. And then as we take you into Monday, 47 and sunny. And one of our models is showing the potential for another wave of precipitation, perhaps on Tuesday. So we did add a 20% chance for Tuesday. I will say Tuesday's rain chance is low because one model is showing rain, one model is showing it completely dry. But we added that 20 for Tuesday just so you know that possibility is there. So that is what we are looking at with your forecast, with your cold Arctic forecast over the next several days. I want to reiterate that it's really about the cold air tomorrow. That's what's going to impact everybody, so be careful with that first alert. But the showers that we have out there right now and the potential for snow showers in the mountains tonight is something that we'll be watching for you as well. We'll certainly keep you up to date on that throughout the course of the day. Your entire First Alert weather team is watching this system for you. First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey will have an update on Atlanta News First at noon. Don't forget, you can always get your updates in the First Alert weather app. Until next time, we'll see you soon, and stay warm out there.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text WEATHER to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.